All right, so timelines. Many, many timelines. And we're constantly choosing things, we're making choices, and we're moving to different timelines. That's what makes life go round. Now, other versions of you made the other choice and went on a different timeline. It could be as simple as you're just taking a random walk and you're at a, well, let's say a drive, a random drive just to relax and listen to music. And you get to an intersection and you're just randomly driving. You could take a left or a right. Well, guess what? You literally did both. There's a version of you that went left, a version of you that went right, and I'm fucking telling you they're both real and they both happened. You're only aware of the one that you chose, like the one that you perceived that you chose. That's the one you're aware of. But a you that had all the same history, everything that happened to you happened to the other you, but they turned right on the road. Eventually, you get back home, and it's probably almost the same future too. You just had that slight difference. But that shit happens. You literally have another version of you that turned right when you turned left. And a more extreme example is when one of the turns ended up in a car accident and one didn't. Okay? So anyway, that's I wanted to premise that with what I'm about to share. So here's a hypothetical situation. Okay? Hypothetical. Let's say you're at your job and you're getting ready to leave your job and your coworkers really like you a lot and you're good at your job and your boss is new. They've only been there like a few months and they're getting to know you and they're recognizing that you bring the goods. You do your job well. And you let your boss know that you're going to be probably getting a different job in the near future, some really good opportunities, and yeah, so this partnership is probably not going to last too much longer. Now, your boss is your new boss that's kind of gotten used to you and has realized that you're a strong member of the team is feeling bad that you're going to be leaving. So now the person leaving, you're like trying to comfort your boss and you explain to your boss because you've broached the topic about timelines because your boss is pretty open minded and a relatively old soul and intuitive. Okay. So you explain like, listen, if you explain to your boss, you don't have to lose me. Even if I'm going to be going to a different job, you don't, and necessarily, I don't necessarily have, it doesn't necessarily have to happen because you can focus in a certain way to where you experience a timeline where I stay at the job, right? So you could experience a timeline. Now for me, from my perspective, in this hypothetical situation where I'm going to go to some different job, yeah, that's what's going to happen. I'm in a couple months, I'm going to go to a different job, and my boss is going to have to hire someone new and train them. But there is a different version of reality that's literally just as real and physical as the one that I'm experiencing, where I go to a different job, where the new boss, my new boss, focuses in such a way where they experience a timeline where the president or the CEO decides that too many people have been leaving the company who are really good, strong employees, and they want to stop the bleeding, so they change my pay rate to they give me an offer I can't refuse. And I get this like big offer of like more money, and then I decide to stay, and then my boss gets to continue to work with me. So here's kind of like digging a little deeper, diving a little deeper here. So so my boss experiences a reality where I stay. I, on the other hand, experience a reality where I go to a different job, and I every now and then see my old boss and we talk. But in some other parallel reality, my boss has me still on her team, and both exist simultaneously. Okay? That can literally happen. Okay? That literally can happen. So hopefully that gets your mind thinking a little bit. Okay? That's what I'm trying to do here. Trying to get you thinking about how this physical reality is structured and how it works. Okay? So yeah, that's what I have to share for now.